Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I am so happy that you guys are watching today. Today I want to just discuss with you my process of growing okra. What I have learned and what I have taken in. This year was my first year growing okra from seed. I am in the Central Valley of Sacramento, of California. And in the area I'm in currently, I can start my okra seeds from the month of April to July. I was able to start a couple of seeds in the month of April indoors. And in the process of doing that, I found out that they are slow growing in that month. But when I took them outside in the month of May, when it got a little bit warmer, they gradually start to develop even more growth. As time went on, first of all, when I transplanted the okra, I transplanted them in a 5-gallon container or bucket. And you can grow okra in a 5-gallon all the way to a 45-gallon container. You can grow it in a raised bed. You can grow it directly in the ground. It's up to you. But the most important thing, you want to make sure you have the right soil amendments, the right mixtures of earth from castings, compost, the minerals, definitely the minerals, because our vegetables, produce, especially our vegetables, doesn't have enough minerals as it did in the late 1930s, 20s, and 1700s. So you want to make sure you give it enough minerals, whether it's azomite or lava rock as a powder form, is very important. Once I had all those amendments done, and I had it in the container, it was still a slow process. But I learned that the hotter it gets, the more it grows, and it grows like a weed and continue to grow and grow and grow. And this variety I have, I don't know the name due to this variety being a gift to me, and the seeds that is in this mason jar. I had more seeds, but I gave it to another individual as a gift. So the variety I don't know the name of. However, I just found out recently by a guy and an author named Chris, I believe his name is Chris Smith from North Carolina, who wrote a book about okra, that there is over 125 different varieties of okra. And in that learning, one thing I do know in my career as a chef, we learn cooks, chefs, line cooks, prep cooks, sous chefs, executive chefs, chef cuisine, all that, different brigades on the line. We all learn something every day, no matter if it's dealing with meat, different type of meats, baking, when you baking pastry, breakfast cook, whatever. We learn different things every day. And I was and one of my departments I was in a few years ago was called garde manger. Garde manger means cold kitchen. And when I was in that department for over 3 years, I've seen different types of fruits, vegetables, even different types of meats, cheeses, even salad greens, and even down to different, I can say, sauces, because we made like barbecue sauces and hot sauces, da da da. So it really put me in a situation where even as a gardener, we learn every day. So in this process, as I grew my okra, I did not know how much I was going to get. So I really thought about, from the time I have harvested to now, that I got like a pound, close to a pound to 2 pounds of okra from this variety. and a half just almost a pound with the plant star I purchased from Green Acres here in the Sacramento area was a red burgundy okra, which only have one okra left on that plant that you see. So that I'm gonna save to collect the seed from. So when you harvest your okra, you want to make sure you harvest it very small. This one right here, as you can see, and move back some so you see how long it is. This is almost like a probably a foot, I would say. You want to have okra about this size. Not really this size. You can't. It's still edible, but you don't want this long. You want to have like this size or a little bit smaller, like 3 inches smaller. So the way you should go about collecting the seeds is you should harvest them, basically pruning the stem by that little area there. And once you do that, you want to either place them in in the outside in the sun, which is a great opportunity because as you can see, this one here I had outside in the sun. This one I had indoors, all right? And this one was also indoors by my grow light, all right? So this one is a little bit soft, as you can see as I, pinch it, all right? So the way you collect the seeds is, and I'm only doing this with one hand, so you gotta be with me. You just snap it back a little bit, and you can see the seeds. Look at that. Okay, and it sounds like a maraca or a little toy, the toy that you hit. These are the seeds. All right, and you just basically tear that up, and I'm gonna show you the seeds. Now, when you see okra, the seeds, actually you eat the seeds when you eat it fresh, but when you let it dry, the seeds become darker. I'm gonna place it right there so you can see it. Let me get a little bit, zoom in a little bit. See that? The seeds get darker as it dries. So the longer you let it dry, the better. So I actually allowed, let me find it. I allowed this one to dry about a week, 2 weeks. About 2 weeks. And it actually was split on its own. See how it splits? It starts to split on its own. And once all you do is just break it, tear it off a little bit. And as you do that, there go your seeds. And it's best, the way you store your seeds, it's best to place them in a jar or a small little tiny envelope, seal it, label it, even label your mason jar as you see here, right there. On top, let me just show you guys. As you can see, there is a date thing right there. You can label, the date and the name, the variety of that okra or vegetable. Or you can take a Ziploc bag, place your seeds, take a picture, get the picture developed, or print it out, and place the picture and the seeds in that small little sandwich Ziploc bag or freezer bag where you're going to use. And have a small little section in your freezer where you store your seeds, because they need that coolness to be able to grow and develop into a vegetable or even into a flower, that is, or even to a fruit tree. You want to make sure they go into a sleeping stage, basically. So with that being said, guys, I thank you all for listening and watching on how my okra process went this year, the year 2019. Until next time,